You would have thought that with all the damage that had been done to Will Smith's career after the slap at the Oscars, when Chris Rock made a Jada Pinkett Smith joke, his job as a presenter was to make jokes, entertain people. He made about the tamest joke you could possibly imagine about Jada Pinkett Smith. She rolled her eyes, and Will Smith went from laughing to very angry very quickly. A year and a half ago, this happened, 18 months. And we saw in a span of minutes, Will Smith's entire career and reputation took a nosedive. But what happened in the aftermath when it was revealed that they've had all these marital problems, when it was revealed that Jada Pinkett Smith decided to embarrass Will Smith so many different times about those problems over the years, that's really what destroyed Will Smith's reputation. And now, in order to sell a book, Jada Pinkett Smith has ramped everything up. She is not stopping. She's going even harder to embarrass her husband, who she then says, oh, by the way, we've been separated since 2016, embarrassing him even further. She also would go on to add that Chris Rock at one point asked her out amid all these problems that her and Will were having as a couple. And she's decided to reveal all of this random shit to once again play victim. Listen to this quote from this New York Times article right here. Jada Pinkett Smith on the idea that her rolling eyes reaction to Chris Rock's joke led Will Smith to slap him. It was easy to spin the story of how the perfect Hollywood megastar had fallen to his demise because of his imperfect wife. Blaming the woman is nothing new. I had to think about the narrative out there of me as the adulterous wife who had now driven her husband to madness with the command of one look. This insufferable piece of shit bitch, Jada Pinkett Smith, is playing victim in this entire situation. And it's led Chris Rock to be kind of forced to respond. Chris Rock on Jada Pinkett Smith's revelations wants her to keep his name out her damn mouth. Isn't that a reversal of fortunes? Will Smith's wife is making a lot of confessions, including saying that her and Tupac were soulmates. I can't imagine the embarrassment that Will Smith feels each and every day. It continues to get worse. But let's get to Chris Rock's response. Chris Rock seems to be tired of Jada Pinkett Smith continuing to talk about him on her press tour about the biography book Worthy, and wishes she would keep his name out of her damn mouth. The media outlet, this is, I think, Radar Online, indicates that sources with knowledge of the situation says Chris Rock is frustrated that she keeps mentioning him in her press junkets to promote her book. Quote, Chris has said his piece about the whole Smith smackdown, but now with these new revelations from Jada that she and Will have been living separate lives, it's just another what the fuck moment in the whole saga these past few years between Chris, her, and Will. Chris hates that she keeps bringing it up and bringing up all the other revelations about Chris asking her out and all that. He's a private person and was getting to a point where people had started to move on, but now he's back in the spotlight. Chris is over it and would really love for her to keep his name out her damn mouth. For Will Smith, this is the latest we saw from him a few hours ago. Will Smith posted on Instagram, notifications off. Let's watch this, I guess.
Fun fact about me. I can take a nap almost anywhere.
That's Will, I guess, living his best life, notifications off, not listening to anything. Doesn't look like he's with Jada Pinkett Smith. That would probably be his best life. She seems like an insufferable fucking bitch. And the wild part to me, obviously, if they've been separated since 2016, we know they've had issues. We know all this stuff's happened. There's a reason they didn't make it public. Probably because it would have been embarrassing as fuck for him. And in order to sell a new book, she's continued to embarrass him even further. All the stuff she's talking about Tupac, the revelations about Chris Rock supposedly asking her out, all this bullshit. Chris Rock is tired of it. Will Smith obviously tired of it too. He needs to get as far away from her as possible. This chick, now listen, Will did it. He went up. He slapped Chris Rock. Shouldn't have done it. He's part of the reason all this happened. But there's no doubt in my mind that this chick is an absolute fucking bitch. Jada Pinkett Smith has come out looking worse than anybody in this entire thing, and she continues to try to reveal drama, all to get just a little more attention. Pathetic.